Hello, it's Paul from Skipology. I just wanted to run through a street shot that I captured this week in less than ideal circumstances. I was running around and I didn't have much time and I couldn't get into the perfect position. So I really just had to grab the shot as quickly as I could, and it was really the background that I was drawn to. Having selected the kind of location, I was just literally the first thing that happened. I grabbed a shot and then I ran away again and really had to sort the shot in post-processing. So I'm going to bring the image into Snapseed first of all. And the first thing I want to do is crop it square. I captured it in portrait on purpose because you can see the scene has really got horizontal bands in it, and I wanted to be able to compose those accurately. And I knew that I was always going to be cropping square anyway, so although it would at first glance look like a landscape orientation would have been ideal, I think the compositions helped a little bit by enabling me to do this now. So that's got it square, so apply that and save it. And the first thing you can see, I couldn't get fully face on to the scene, and I want to correct that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go into an app called, an app called Front View, which enables me to distort the image. There's another app you can use called Perspective Correct. They both do a great job, but this one, it's got issues kind of both vertically and horizontally, and this app I find just gives me that little bit of freedom to work and distort it in one shot across all of the corners. So what you do, you position these lines where you want the corners of the new square to be. So you're kind of defining your new boundary, which is going to be a square. And what I need to do with this one at the top here is bring it inwards and also downwards. So it's a real distortion job now. It's not really the shift element of tilt shift photography. It's a proper full-on distortion. I'm going to just get my pencil out on that one. There we go. Let's have a look at that. That'll do, that's fine. You can see the verticals now look pretty vertical, the horizontals look pretty horizontal, so I'll just save that, and that's all there is to it. That's saved. The last two jobs that I've got to do now, the first thing is I want to clone out that guy that's walking out of the scene. So I'll load the image up. There we go. In Filter Storm this is, and I'll zoom in sort of as fully as I can while still giving me room to work, and I'll go to the filters and to clone and select the brush tool, and I like to maximize everything on this. And what I need to do actually is position this on something that I can use to help me position the brush. So I'm going to put that sort of in the middle, there we go, of the cement line of that brick, and then when I start brushing, I'm going to go to the middle of this cement line. I don't think I've quite hit that actually. No, I haven't. So I'm going to get the eraser and just rub that out, and I'll start again like that. That might have got it. Give that a go. That looks okay, and you can see if you just keep going with your single stroke without lifting the finger from the work, you get a really nice finish. There we go, that's it. And look at that, you wouldn't really know that it had ever been there. So I'll accept that, and then I just need to save it like so. It'll just take a few minutes to process this, and I squared it off first and did the distortion first in Front View, so that when I did that clone, the lines had been moved more horizontally, so the clone would then be more effective. If I'd done it the other way round, then the clone would have been more difficult because the lines would have been at different angles, that have slightly converged, and so as you can see there are some lovely straight lines, and it wouldn't really quite have looked like that. So I'll go out of Filter Storm now. It's always important really to think about the order of your workflow, and the last thing that I need to do just to finish this image off is dive into Ogle. Bless you, there we go. Not too sure, it seems to be on a bit of a go slow at the moment, so we'll just give it a minute. Here we go. Hit the camera at the bottom. I'm going to hit the frame to import the image and the plus sign at the top. This is probably why it's on a go slow. Look at all those images. I'm going to need to tidy this app up because I do like it. I use it a lot, but it's slowed right down on me. So we'll import that one, import one photo, like so. I've already got all my films and lenses imported across from Hipstamatic. I'm hitting where it says G2 lens Blanco film, and that brings my lens and film combinations up, and they all do so many different wonderful things. It's a great app, but John S for me is always a classic lens. I can't really not use it, so it's always my starting point. So I'm going to go with John S, and it's a street shot. That looks quite nice in colour, but I want to go with black and white. So this time I'm going to go with Rock Black and White 11 film. There are all sorts of black and white films in here, but this isn't one I use very much, but it just gives a nice gritty, grainy, scratched finish with a slight border as well, as you'll see in a moment. There we go. And that is the finished image. So all I have to do is hit the save button, and one cloned perspective corrected image, which probably wasn't ideal workflow. It's not something that you want to have to do. You really want to capture it like this at the point that you're tapping that screen. But like I say, when you've got a road full of traffic and you're literally darting through, sometimes you have to grab the shot when you can and either just accept it the way it is, or you know, if you feel like you want to play around afterwards, who's to say whether that's right or wrong? Not me. This is my style, this is what I like to do, and that is a finished image that I'm perfectly happy with. Thank you very much for putting up with me again. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. It will be on my blog with more detailed step-by-step instructions, but I thought it was probably easiest to show you this one on video. Thanks once again, and please call again soon.